How is it going, everyone? Thanks for watching Salty Bushwhacker. In this episode, it's going to be a little bit longer episode, about 45 minutes, because I really wanted to give you the full experience of what we do during the week when we're down there. The projects, the fishing, all that stuff. I need you to watch this whole episode because somewhere in this episode there's a nice surprise where you guys can do a little scavenger hunt and find something. But this is us just loading up in the Jeep and getting out of town because we had a tough month in Hernando Beach with Hurricane Idalia coming through. Flooded our house pretty good. We've been working hard to get it back together, and we've gotten it back together. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Here's some footage of us getting flooded so you can kind of get a taste of what we dealt with, and I hope you enjoy our week as much as we did. Thanks. As you can see, it looks as if it's starting to recede. And bring out front here. So we ended up with about 3 to 4 inches. House next door ended up with about 5 inches, maybe 6 inches. See, there's a neighbor's front yard. It's 3.5 feet of water in the road, so it's just not even worth trying to make that run. So as you can see, we had a tough month. So we loaded up the Jeep, jumped on the interstate, and started heading south. We eventually made it to our favorite little gas station right before you hit Tamiami Trail and head through the Miccosukee Indian Reservation, which is always a peaceful, awesome drive. And eventually we made it to that blue bridge where your mind starts to change over and relax and get into that Keys frame of mind. And as we drove down the highway, we had some awesome seas and a beautiful sunset right before we turned into our little sanctuary as we're pulling into Lorelei Restaurant here, which our houseboat's located at the Isla Mirada Yacht Basin. And there she is, the Mystic. So get ready to enjoy our week, guys. I hope you're going to enjoy it as much as we did. But Leslie and I had enough. We had got the house stabilized. We were blessed. We were able to save everything. Everybody stayed safe. And we decided to load up in the Jeep and shoot back down here to the Keys for a week and have some fun. I got Mama Mia here with me. I'm here with some friends. I got Susan right here, and you know Leslie. And we got Tugboat Steve. You guys seen him in some other episodes. But we're gonna go out just for a couple hours, see if we can find some lobster. And have a little meal. Having a pretty good day. What we end up with? 13?
13.
We got
lucky number 13.
We got 13 of them. I didn't get much footage of them because the first 2 spots were so slow. Maybe I didn't have much confidence in myself or us. And but here's the numbers. Steve here actually runs Blue Dog Charters here. And he takes people out doing everything, little sunset trips, dinner cruises, snorkeling. You can read the sign. He does all that stuff. So I actually got to take him out, so he got to relax on the boat and actually get in the water and snorkel, so he enjoyed it. So gave him a little break. But here's our catch, guys. We're gonna clean these up, and I think we're gonna put some on the grill tonight with some zucchini and squash grilled and maybe some cheap red wine.
Yes,
Yeah.
cheap red wine.
We'll have some cheap red wine.
Mia, what do you think about the
All right, guys.
lobster?
And Mama Mia. We left the lobsters on the floor of the boat the whole way in, and she just barked at them the whole time. So, but all right, guys, we're gonna get these things cleaned up and cooked. All right, guys, we finally made it to the grill, and everything's just about to come off. But the lobsters are looking right. The zucchini and squash are grilled to perfection. We're gonna make this plate and devour this meal because we got a little delayed in being in the Keys. We had some thunderstorms roll through, so we had to delay dinner by about an hour, hour and a half. So, but everybody's coming, everybody's hungry, and we are gonna devour this meal. So it was a good day. A little 3-hour tour, and we crushed it. We got enough for today, tomorrow. Tomorrow, the wife and I are heading out, and we are going to see if we can get on some tuna. So it's going to be another quick in and out. Go out, get some tuna, and come back. So stay tuned. You'll see us. We'll be hitting that up. So excuse me while I shut this camera off and devour this meal. What's going on, everybody? It is a new day. We did real good yesterday on the lobsters. We had a great meal, grilled them. And today we're heading offshore for another quick trip, see if we can put a few tuna in the box and sear some tuna tonight. So that is the theme this week. 3-hour tours, in and out. So Leslie and I are getting ready to jump on it, head out to the humps and see what we can do. We were going to leave before the sunrise, but it was blowing a little bit, so we had to wait for it to lay down. The weatherman lied to us. Imagine that. So here we go, guys. All right, guys, we made it back to the houseboat. We're on the Mystic here. I got the remaining lobster tails here, and we're boiling them. Since we didn't get any tuna today, and we had tails left over from yesterday, we're gonna take these and we're gonna do stuffed shells tonight. So we're gonna boil these to almost done, or just about done. Then I'll put them on ice, and then I'll open them up, dice them up, little onion, garlic, ricotta, stuff a shell. We're gonna do an El Diablo sauce and bake it in the oven with some cheese, and it's going to be amazing. So that's the game plan for tonight, because well, we failed on the tuna, but we did great yesterday on the lobster, so we're going to take advantage of it. So it should be a fantastic meal, so stand by. All right, we got these all boiled, and we're just gonna, you take scissors or you could just chop a knife straight down through it just to cut this out. I'll do both sides so it's easier. That's it. We're going to do these with the rest of them, and we'll dice them up, send them in the fridge, and put them on standby to make the mixture. We got them all taken out of the shell, and now we're just going to cut this into little small pieces. Also saute the onion and garlic and a little bit of butter, but I won't do it with the lobster in there. I'm going to mostly cook that down, and then I'll add this chilled lobster to it at the end to you know, just absorb some of the butter and the flavor from the onion and garlic. But I don't want to cook this lobster anymore. I mean, it's mostly it's done, so you don't want to keep cooking it. Plus we're going to be baking it. Well, we're going to grill it, but just put it in a pan in the oven, in the grill, just to heat it up. So that's what it is. I'm going to finish the rest of these, get it in a bowl, throw it in the fridge, and chill it. I see, we got Mama in the kitchen. I see lobster, onions, garlic,
Here's our chopped up lobster.
and what's the game plan?
So I want to start with giving Olive Morada here in Isla Morada a plug. We're using the garlic olive oil to saute garlic, onion, and baby spinach. That's going to go into the stuffing with the lobster and the ricotta cheese. We're using this one, the Arbasana, and this is a mild olive oil, but we're using that for our pasta shells. These are ready for me to bring up, so I'm gonna have to do that real quick.
We're gonna saute this garlic.
Saute the garlic. We're gonna add the onion about halfway through. Baby spinach will be the last to go in because it's quicker.
And then what? Mix it
And
with
then we'll mix it with the ricotta and the lobster tails, and we've got some seasoning to go in there as well.
All right, look at that. That's the garlic, onion, spinach, lobster, and now the ricotta. Did I say that right? Ricotta?
Yeah. Unless you're truly Italian, it's ricotta. But we're gonna add a 6 cheese Italian blend to this as well to help bind that together. We're gonna stir it up and start stuffing, right, babe?
Mm-hmm. Stuff it.
Stuff it.
And so we're doing the vodka sauce, the Rayos, which I like. So what do we do, babe? We put this in the pan?
So, yeah. We're gonna
First-
put some sauce down first, and then we'll place the shells individually on top of that, just so they don't stick. And then we'll top them, and then we'll add cheese. I'm also gonna add some grated Parmesan to this as well,
And
just because it's a little stronger.
we were going to go across the dock and meet with the friends to eat all this, but I say we keep it.
And just hide.
Yeah.
Shut the door.
Don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Eat
No,
stuffed shells.
that's what makes it taste better when you share with your friends.
And we just, like, you add a little more ricotta if you think it needs more.
Yeah, and we're going to probably need more for sure. I just don't want to I don't want to lose our lobster in the mix, you know?
Mhm.
So I want to be,
We'll get that mixed
take
up
it
and then
easy.
start stuffing. All right. Well, here we go. A little bit of sauce on the top, and I guess it just kind of all cooks together. A little bit of cheese. That is for me
That's
later on tonight,
leftovers.
midnight snack that we're gonna have. And then we got these here that we haven't put the sauce on. So this here we did like a El Diablo. She had like a lot of crushed red pepper and stuff to it to make it spicy. Fra Diablo,
Yeah.
sorry. But yeah, so we're gonna have a spicier tray and then a regular tray. And we'll put the sauce over top of this. We're gonna wrap them up with foil, and then we just warm them up for probably 15-20 minutes in the grill. Finish them off. So we'll see you at the grill. Alright guys, we're headed over from the Mystic. We're over here at our neighbors to have the stuffed shells. But I just thought I'd let you see the walk over. We've got a nice sunset on the way. And this is the other side of the dock here at Lorelei. Well, at the Isla Morada Yacht Basin, which is next to Lorelei Restaurant. But just the row of boats here. We got the shells already on the grill here. They're cooking. Well, they're not cooking. They're just heating up and just kind of letting all those flavors come together. But the grill's here. You guys remember Steve from Lobsterin', and him and Leslie are hanging out and chilling. But I'll show you. We just got them on the grill warming, holding at about 300 degrees. They're going to sit there for about another 10-15 minutes. But right here, like I said, we're on the other side of the dock. We're straight over there. There's the Mystic, where we usually are. And if you can see, we got the hatch up. I did a little work in the motor compartment cleaning it. But But yeah, I'll show you when these things come up hot and ready, and we're going to devour them here in a few minutes. We also got one of the other neighbors here, Greg. He's coming up right now. His wife is making some kind of a shrimp meal that we've had before that's amazing. So, been thinking about this meal all day, and I'm going to kill it. But stay tuned.
So you're going to see half a popping up.
All right, guys, we just came off the grill. We got some salad, and what is the definition of this shrimp? What are we calling this?
Yucatan shrimp.
Yucatan shrimp, and it is shrimp with
Churrasco, butter, cilantro, lime, and salt and pepper.
oh my gosh, and then a little pasta for that, and then as you guys saw earlier, the shells after they've been cooked for a while, and we have some fresh bread.
Yep.
And we are getting ready to devour this. So I'm shutting this camera off, guys, because we're getting ready to go to work.
Okay. Getting busy. Getting...
All right, so this is one of the projects that we kind of fell into. What you're looking at here is one of the fuel tanks that were in the Mystic. So when we got home, or when we got to the boat, I guess I could say, our second home here, and we got inside, there was a strong smell of fuel, almost like a turpentine-like smell. Very new. I was really under the impressions that the tanks were empty. I had 3 tanks on here. I took one of the big ones out. It was bone dry. When we bought the boat, we were told it was empty, so I just assumed it was empty. Well, apparently they weren't. This is a motor compartment. Now, this isn't pretty, these motor compartments and these motors. Eventually, these motors are coming out, and we're going to use this for storage. And I'm going to close this transom in, and I'm going to put an outboard back here. But right down, just on the other side of the motor, where you see that big open space, and here's the port side motor. You look and see that big open space. That's where I think it's about 40-gallon aluminum tanks. There was aluminum tanks on each side. Now this one had about 14 gallons of fuel in it, and it really matched the smell in the boat. This one was bone dry. Now what I don't understand is when I got in there and when I looked in the bilges, there was no fuel in the bilges, you know, because I was going to have to absorb it, and you know, because you don't want that to get into the water. So I got it, went through it, couldn't find it anywhere, but the smell was so strong in the boat. Thank goodness it was cold or cooler outside, so we could keep the windows and stuff open with fans, because that really got the smell out and kind of kept it out. Anyways, I pumped out the fuel out of the one tank, got the tanks out of there, scrubbed the bilges down really good. I Dawn soaked them real good, and then shot back that out and scrubbed it, so it's to the point where you can eat off it in there. And now the smell is gone. But it was weird because I never actually seen fuel in the bilge. So I don't know if the one tank leaked and it got into the wood, because the wood, the platforms that the tanks were on, they did kind of stink. But I don't know. That was one of the things that we came across. You know, life on the boat. I wanted to, you know, show you our whole week here, stuff that we deal with. It's not all fun and lobstering and fishing, and it's just like any other house. You have to take care of it, you know, when it comes along, whether it's an AC leaking like we had to deal with, the fuel smell in the boat. But it's smelling good now. We had to wash every stitch of fabric in the boat because everything kind of smelled like it. But I wanted to show you that because I just finished up, and I'm heading over here to Lorelei, and I'm going to grab some breakfast, or actually I'm just going to grab some coffee this morning and then get to tinkering with the boat a little bit. So just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, guys, today's a new day. We've been working around the houseboat and taking care of some stuff. I'll show you some of that later. We had a little bit of a fuel smell in the boat, so I had to remove the fuel tanks. But we've been working all day. We're gonna head out this afternoon. It's late this afternoon. I got Leslie with me right here, and the mission today is going to be, we just want to grab a couple lobsters and bring them back and cook them tonight. So I need 2 is what I want. And the recipe that I think we're going to do is we're going to keep them whole. We're going to split them right down the middle and grill them, clean the cavity out of the yuck, and then we're gonna stuff the cavity with some crab stuffing. So that sounds great and amazing, but we need to catch lobsters first, so. Alright guys, here we go. We ended up with 5. So I got them on ice, and what I'm going to do, I got ice in here, but I'm just going to fill this up with the salt water too. Then I'm going to bury these guys in this salt water. That'll kill them quickly, and plus they'll be easy to work with when we get to the dock. So the game plan with these guys is I want to split them right down the middle all the way. We'll clean the head out a little bit, and then we're going to grill them sideways on the grill, put some stuffing, crab stuffing in them, and go to work. All right, we're in the boat. We're getting ready to head back. Just beating the sunset. We're just enjoying this view for a little while, and I wanted to share it with you guys. It is slicked out. We just stopped in the channel here. Where are we at? We're right off of Robbie's channel. You can see in the distance the lighthouse, Alligator Reef. There's Indian Key, and home is somewhere that direction. So we're getting ready to jump on it, and we could water ski home. It's so slick, but that's just beautiful. All right, guys, we'll see you at the dock cooking the vlog. Back at the dock, and before we get started, this is one of my favorite cool down drinks. A couple big gulps out of that, and I got my Clamato juice. Like so. And it's delicious. Leslie doesn't think it's delicious.
No.
But I think it's delicious.
Clam beer.
They are yummy. So guys, leave me tips if you think I'm doing this wrong. But we're gonna do 3 of them tonight. We'll save them. But what we're gonna do, the game plan is we're cutting these down the middle. And I'm not sure. I got a serrated knife, and I got a couple regular ones. I'm gonna try to just go right down through it with the regular one first to see how that does. So that's what we're doing. Now we're gonna clean that out. And the reason a lot of people like doing this is you can see all the meat that comes up in here. So we're gonna grill them, then we'll have the little cavity that we're gonna do the stuffing. But we're running out of sunlight, so I'm gonna finish doing these, and Leslie's gonna run in the house and get the crab stuffing going, and we'll show you the grill next. All right, we got them meat side down on the grill right now. This looks amazing already. We're gonna let this go a little bit longer, and then we're gonna flip them, we're gonna butter it, and we're gonna do a little stuffing, little crab stuffing that Mama made, and this is gonna be amazing. All right, this looks freaking amazing. Crab stuffing on top of it. I'm gonna close this thing up and let it go for a little while. All right, here's the final setup. Everybody's here. We got Ellen and Greg. Leslie's making her plate over there, and it was a mission today to catch this and have it tonight, and we pulled it off, which is pretty satisfactory. But the best part about this whole day is what we're getting ready to do now: sit down with friends and enjoy it. So guys, this plate looks amazing, and it's probably going to taste even better. So I'm shutting this camera off. I'm going to murder this. So see ya. Good morning, guys. It's a new day. Just went up to the restaurant here and got my coffee, my caffeine fix, and just gonna tinker around the boat. It's our last day here, so we're gonna kind of be prepping to leave. We got a lot of work to do on the boat. We had some surprises here that we had to take care of, but all in all, we had a good week. Some lobster and some fishing. We didn't do great fishing, but good lobster, and had some great meals. But I'm just gonna show you the last day here, some of our prep work, and we might go to the restaurant tonight and eat because we don't feel like cooking. But this morning I'm just going to do some editing. Wanted to show you the walk along here. There's a lot of charters as you're walking to the houseboat that, you know, right here out of Lorelei in the basin off there. Here's one of them, the turtle tours. They got the big catamaran that you could see in the picture there, but they're actually getting off servicing it today because it's so windy, so they got a free day to go get maintenance done on it. But they also have a little boat here, so if you have a small group, you can do a private boat, and they take you out to the sandbar, take you swimming, take you sightseeing. It's kind of a cool way to see the Keys. And then we have some charter boats. We got prime time charters here. He's got a beautiful Pathfinder, little bay boat. He'll take, you know, 4, 5, or 6 people, 2 or 3, whatever. Then we got Size Matters. Same thing, similar boat. They both do real well, catch fish. And then I showed you before, Blue Dog. He does a little bit more of the recreate, you know, small time. He'll do some fun fishing trips, but nothing real serious. But sightseeing, just kind of a little bit of everything. Great guy, funny dude. So he offers a nice trip also. And then after that, you have our, you know, houseboats here. And so I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my coffee. Got my computer ready to go and enjoy this breeze. And I'm gonna do some editing and then get ready for the breakdown so we can head home tomorrow. Final day here, kind of finalizing all the stuff on the boat, laundry and all that sort of stuff, and we took a break to go have lunch today. Normally we like cooking our own food, but we never miss an opportunity to come to Lazy Days, and since it's our final day, we don't want to buy food and prep it and have to deal with it. We came here and we both were pretty unoriginal. We got the same thing.
Yes.
And it's,
You can't beat it.
and it's the hogfish sandwich, Lazy Day style. It never goes, you can never go wrong with that. That's what I want. That's what I have to do. But they do have a lot of good food options here.
Yeah, they do. And an amazing cook your catch.
Yeah.
Even with tuna, it's fabulous.
It's one of our favorites to bring cook your catch here. A lot of other restaurants do it well also. But believe it or not, being in the Keys and you always want fresh seafood and stuff, one of my favorite dinner options here at Lazy Days is their chicken parmesan, because it is massive. It's like both these plates. It's a huge meal. But I want to show you something. What's so awesome about this is that's our view. So we're gonna sit here and enjoy this food, and then get back to our final prep of getting the houseboat ready. This was supposed to be a trip, and it was a trip of fun and relaxation, but a boat just like a house. We had, like you saw, a little bit of a fuel leak, and we had to take the fuel tanks out, but the whole boat ended up smelling like fuel. It got in all the fabric, so we had to wash every pillowcase. I tried to wash rugs and put them back, but it still held the smell a little bit, so we just decided to throw it away and get other stuff. But we're just going to be kind of working today. Well,
I like these Bloody Marys.
some of us are working, and some of us are having amazing Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
So,
Jalapenos in there. It's amazing.
but I'm driving, so she's having a couple, but she's not allowed to have any more because she's got to work when she goes back, and more than two, it might turn into a problem, and I won't get any work done out of her. So I'm gonna eat these sandwiches, or we're gonna eat these sandwiches, and then we're gonna get back and finish the little boat, cleaning that up, getting it ready for the because we gotta go back. We'll be gone for a few weeks, so we'll catch you guys later. All right, guys, we are standing here with the sun in our face because
Beautiful.
Leslie got a new pair of Costas.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I think the actual term, or the way to say it, is Costa, but I always say Costa because it's Costa, and I pronounce it. So leave some remarks if you agree or disagree. But the reason we came here after lunch at Lazy Days is we want to try to do a little surprise. So we got a,
I'll hold it.
You hold that.
Okay.
So we got a little $25 gift card for Bass Pro Shops, which I think you could use it at Cabela's, and all of them is what it's good for. But for Bass Pro Shops here in the Keys, definitely. And I'm going to put one of our Salty Bushwhacker hats, I'm going to put it in a bag. And if you guys watched our video on the houseboat, when we were on the Mystic, we were sitting at our table, and our table's right there at Lorelei on the main walkway, and it's a dive table. It looks like a dive flag. But I'm going to attach these. I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to put them up underneath the table, and I'm going to fasten them to the table. And the first one to find them, I want you to take a picture and go to our Facebook page and send me a picture on Facebook. Message it or just post it on there. If you don't have Facebook, find my email on our saltybushwhacker.com website. Just get me a picture. And I'm going to see whoever grabs it, but I want to know who you are. We have security cameras, so we'll see everything, but I want to know who you are, and I want you to introduce. Exactly.
But we're giving you the location.
Yes, and we want to spread the news. So, so send us a thing. It'll be on there. We're going back home for a couple weeks, and then we'll be back here. But that's just a little thing. But you got to be watching this whole video to even find out it's there. So check it out, guys. We got all the work done mostly, right?
Yeah. Besides packing and loading.
Yeah. We got a little bit to do, but had to fix some stuff. I hope you enjoyed our week. You know, I just wanted to give you a full exposure to what we do all week, whether it's fishing and fixing stuff and some of the restaurants, just the life down here in Isla Mirada. And we're up here on the top of the Mystic, our houseboat right now, up on the deck. The band was just playing for sunset, and we're having a sundowner.
Cheers.
Cheers.
and a
Yeah.
cigar. So, lobstering was good, right?
Yeah. Eating the lobster was good.
Better. The friends and family with it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And speaking of that,
Oh, yep. Our Mystic glasses.
our Mystic glasses, a shout out earlier in the video, we've seen Steve and Susan and Mia with us, Mama Mia, the little dog. When we did our renaming ceremony for the boat, they gave us these as a gift. They gave us 4, and we have 3 because I literally broke one in 5 minutes of using it for
Probably
the very first
about
time.
5 minutes. Yeah.
I felt horrible.
Plastic is highly recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is literally
but-
the second time I'm using these glasses because I broke the
He's not
one so
allowed.
fast.
Yeah.
But fishing was not that good.
No, fishing was non-existent.
And we didn't get any video of us. We did catch some fish, but they were all little. We didn't even get video of it because it was so slow. You know, when we're video, you try to prepare for how this might happen, or you don't want to leave the camera on all the time. But man, the whole way out, no birds, maybe 1 or 2 flying fish, no real reed lines. And even when we got to the humps, there was no birds,
Yeah.
no nothing.
No sea turtles. There was nothing
No.
around. But it was
No.
beautiful. It was a
Yeah, it
beautiful
was
day.
slick, calm, a little bit of a breeze, so it wasn't uncomfortable. So we just came back to the sandbar and put the hydrofoil on, and that was a pretty good project. That made the boat run a little bit better. The surprise, ugly project was the fuel.
That was an all-week project.
It was horrible.
It was ongoing, non-stop
I
project.
kind of hid it in the video, like this kind of happened and whatnot. And
Oh no, it was.
when we first got here
was
the
rough.
first night, I believe I even stopped videoing right before I walked into the door. But the fuel smell literally just punched you in the face. It
Yeah.
was so stagnant. I was worried that there was a hazard, and obviously if it's that
It was
strong,
a hazard, I think, more than we know. But I do know we lost a few brain cells from it.
Yeah, I ran right to the motor compartment, the engine compartment here, and lifted both hatches and looked down in there with the flashlight. I saw no fuel. Was looking in every crevice.
It was dry.
I was like a big fat hamster running around the boat trying to get into every crevice to look at this and that and see what I could find, and couldn't find anything. But it was cool out, cool enough that we could open the boat up and run fans and still kind of sleep. But even after I did what I did, I didn't realize how bad it was until I went down into the lower sleeping quarters and laid my head on the pillow, and the pillows reeked of it. So
It was
that,
in all the fabrics.
yeah, we had to
Everything.
we
Towels.
washed everything.
Yeah, everything. All the bedding, pillows, everything.
The rugs, rinsed them all off, hung them up for 3 or 4 days, and they didn't
They
make
got
it.
trashed.
They didn't make it.
Yeah.
The couch actually came out. I did some kind of upholstery cleaner on it, and that came out pretty good. But we were able to, we fixed it. I mean, it was just, you just had to keep letting it air out. And ended up taking, it was a fuel tank that was leaking, but not enough to leave fuel in the bilge. It was enough to leave fumes. So I got about 14 gallons out, and I had to take it to waste management to dispose of it. And now I can smoke a cigar in a boat again. No, not in the boat. I don't do that.
Outside. Yeah. Just part of having a boat, right?
Yeah.
It's always those
So
things.
we eliminated that, and which was going to happen anyways. Even the motors are coming out because we want to put a little kicker or a little outboard on there, and then use that compartment for storage, which is always needed.
Or a hot tub.
Yeah, that got brought up. A hot tub.
My jacuzzi tub.
So leave some comments if you're going to
For
vote for a hot
sunset.
tub or storage. I'm voting for storage. They
Hot
want a hot tub.
For sure.
That means I'll lose. That means I'll lose. But the dinners were fantastic. So what did we
Yeah,
do? We
it was
did.
good.
We had the stuffed shells,
Lobster stuffed shells
Yeah.
were amazing, yes.
and then Ellen did those shrimp.
yeah, Yucatan shrimp she made.
That was, and then
Stuffed lobster.
The next night was supposed to be tuna,
Yeah, we didn't.
but we failed. But we did so good on the lobster, we broke them out again,
Failed.
and that's actually when the stuffed shells came out.
Yeah.
And then we did another lobster trip and got some, and I enjoyed cutting them in half with that lobster stuffing. You didn't like the stuffing as much.
Well, I made the stuffing, so I'm more critical, but I would have done it a little differently. But I mean, it was still delicious, but it
Yeah.
wasn't kind of where my mind was set.
We did it
to
quick,
make it.
stovetop, lump crab meat, but you like doing all the ingredients yourself.
Well, and I
with
did,
it,
and
yeah.
I added quite a bit, but yeah, it wasn't really what I wanted
Yeah, it was
for
amazing
it to
though.
be.
It was amazing. So that was a pretty fun way to do it. I'll definitely do that again. There was enough meat in the head, I think, that made it worth it. Plus the presentation was pretty cool to have a whole
The
lobster on your
presentation was
plate.
amazing. Yeah,
So that was
yeah, it was nice.
that was yummy. And then tonight or today, you know, we didn't really feel much like cooking. Some of you guys have criticized us in the past, like, oh, not a fresh catch. And we got the beater boat, the bushwhacker with us. We were able to go out and get food this time, but the last day, none of us want to deal with that.
No,
cooking,
clean
cleaning,
up and
yeah.
all that, and you're packing, and
So
right.
that's why we went to Lazy
Of course, we
Days.
went to Lazy Days, but we always have to go at least once.
And we were real.
Always, yeah. Got to make a
we
trip
weren't real
there.
adventurous. We didn't go separate ways. We went with the same exact meal because it's so good.
Because it's amazing.
It is.
The hogfish is so good there.
And
Yep.
probably enough to last us for the day. But we might go to Lorelei here behind us, and I don't know, maybe like a bowl of stone crab chowder and a salad or something light, because their stone crab chowder is
amazing.
is
It's good.
amazing. It's my
And quite
favorite.
honestly, there's seared tuna,
Yeah.
surprisingly, because I'm very picky here, especially in the Keys, but I don't even eat it at home unless we bring it from here. But
Well,
it's good. It's
There's no comparison to caught that day or caught within the last couple days. So, but we had, so they do like a peppercorn sear,
light sear. It's very, yeah,
and they
very
had like a
close to rare.
sweet and spicy sauce and like a sweet
The seaweed salad. to
It
make-
was
yeah.
it was pretty amazing. We had it last night. We devoured it. It was good. So we did get tuna. thanks to Lorelei.
Not on the hook,
Yep.
on the check.
But it was a pretty good week. And if you guys are watching this and you just saw before that we went to Bass Pro Shop, I will have a little what'd you call it? To search the
Oh, a scavenger hunt,
a
but
scavenger hunt with
but
no
it's not
scavenging.
really right.
Yeah.
No scavenging
Or no
yeah.
hunting.
No hunting, no scavenging. Just show up.
Yeah.
Show up
So
and
the
grab
first
it if
person
you
to
find
find it, please leave. I mean, I'll see you, but I want to know who you are.
Just a nice little
Yeah.
thank you bumper, you
So-
know.
so we can
if you're
post it.
stopping in to Lorelei.
I got a lot of stuff coming, probably within the next couple months, as far as shirts and hats and cups. I've been delayed on that a little bit because that's why you always see me almost in the same shirt. I got 5 or 6 of them. I've just been wearing them out because I want to see how they hold up. And same with the hats and the straw hats that I have. And I'm pretty happy with that. And I got a couple long sleeve shirts. So long sleeve shirts and t-shirts, the insulated cups, straw hats. That's about it. It's pretty
So you're
simple.
talking about delayed, but my question is, what about the soaps? Can we talk about the soaps?
The soaps kind of got
Because
delayed
I'm
too. 'Cause-
missing the soaps.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of requests on that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make a couple
I
more
think it's
batches.
time. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. It's
I mean, I know you've had your hands full.
and I know a lot of you guys have visited us when we're here at the table. We've given soaps out, and
Yeah.
we actually met another artist the other day who did some
we'll have to-
stainless. Was it stainless steel or it was? But he colored it with heat, and he showed us some of his pictures. We bought a piece sight unseen.
Yeah.
He was going to have it send it to us, and he's going to
Yeah, it
eventually
was
be
pretty
here local.
amazing.
So
yeah, really nice.
that's one of the things. So when you guys come here and visit Lorelei, walk down the dock where the very end slip on the bathroom side. You'll see the table there. If we're here, we'll say hi to you. If not, look for that hat. And we will. That's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. The channel just keeps slowly growing, but then it paused for a little bit because we got flooded with Idalia, and I wasn't putting videos out, and people were asking. So the
Well,
video's
mostly
gonna
if
come
we were
again.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
there was a concern there. There were a lot of people that knew that we had flooded, so
If you guys
we appreciate you.
got anything you want to see or want us to do,
Wow, you are opening up a big
yeah.
can of worms right there. Yeah, good luck with that
I
one.
like a challenge. I like a challenge. So we'll be back towards the end of the year, and as much fishing and guiding as I've done over the years, and as much as I've fished here in the Keys, one thing we've never really pushed and went after is sailfish.
Sailfish.
And I want to catch a sailfish. So
December will be the time to do that.
hopefully, hopefully we can knock that off the list. So that's going to be some videos on that. And that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed our week. I know this is a long video, but I wanted to do something a little different where you could get the full experience and not break it all up. So thanks again for the support, and thanks for watching, guys. And remember, Salty Bushwhacker, it's a way of living. Cheers, guys.